Hi, this is Jim. I put together a little bit of video footage of a sail on San Francisco Bay on a boat called Ritzy. It's owned by Rick and Mitzi Kiefer. We were going to take the boat out to see the Blue Angels in October. We thought we'd give it a little shakedown cruise. So we took it out in September and spent the night at Angel Island and then cruised by Sausalito and the waterfront. We just want to make sure that all systems were go. We're going to actually go out and see the Blue Angels. Here's Dag washing down the boat here, just getting all the dust and grime off it just before we head out. But anyway, we're ready to go now, so why don't you join us on our little cruise? And here's Dag now. Let's see if he still remembers how to back this thing up. Look out, there's a pole there. Well, hope we get to see the dock again. And if we can't see the dock, I hope we get to see the nurse. This is where we are. There's the parking lot. The tide is high. Well, we're underway right now, and we're heading out into the channel. And every time we leave the marina, I have to do this. And that takes care of the wax buildup in our ear for the rest of the trip.
Release the Kraken!
Hi, Dana.
Hi.
We have a boat in our way up there, and we don't want them in our way, so I'm going to tell them to get out of the way.
Well, that's not the boat that was in our way. That's the ferry that goes from Vallejo to San Francisco, and it goes very fast.
Well, right now we're approaching what's known as the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. We go under this bridge in order to get to San Francisco Bay. It's a very long bridge, very big bridge, so we don't have any trouble getting underneath the mid-spans, even though we have a very high mast. And you can see in this segment there, you see a little bit more of the bridge. It really is a very long bridge. You can see Red Rock in the background. We'll pass Red Rock closer as soon as we get underneath the bridge. Now we're getting ready to go underneath the bridge, and the bridge is it's an incredible steel monument. We can see the cars up there and hear them, the traffic as we go underneath. As we're going along, there's Red Rock right there. Is a close-up view. It's a big rock out in the bay. It's very well known. Understand that years ago somebody actually got shipwrecked there. It took them a couple of days to get off. Sure. Upon arriving in the cove, the first thing to do was to secure the boat to a mooring, and a gentleman by the name of Brad saw that we were having some problems, so he came over and helped us. We couldn't back against the current, so his help was much appreciated. What's your name?
Oh, Brad.
Brad, thank you very much for helping us.
Sure, what's your name?
I'm Jim, this is Dag, and Dana's down below.
Happy to help.
Oh, thanks. We thought maybe you'd have more fun taking videos of watching us. You could have been on America's Funniest Home Videos or something. Anyway, what's your wife's name?
Gay.
Gay? Okay, well, you and Gay have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much.
Will do. Happy to help.
Okay, thanks. It can't let go because that's our salvation right there. And there is current in there. Look at that. Look at the current.
Well, we were watching the current, and we also took a few minutes to take a look at our beautiful surroundings. This is the island. That's the area where the work area. But this is a state park, and it's a beautiful place. Just loved it here. We have to get the topping lift fixed, so Dag jumped in to do that right away, and there you can see the topping lift there. And I do a little freeze frame here so you can see what Dag's doing. We had to repair the topping lift, the line that holds the boom up, and this is just a temporary repair, but Dag's doing such a bang-up job on it, it'll probably last for a long time. We'll check it out when we get back to the dock. But in any case, it had to be repaired, and once we're finished with this, we'll be ready to roll and get on our way. But of course, before we do, we have to take another look at this beautiful spot that we're in right now. This is just a great area, and it's so peaceful in this place. It's very different than living in the city, I can tell you that right now.
Look over there. It's the Kraken.
Dag thought he saw the Kraken there, but I don't think he did. Of course, the Kraken is a mythical sea creature that swallows boats, so we always have our eye open for the Kraken.
Dana, did you see the Kraken?
No.
It's over there somewhere.
Well, we had the good fortune, in a sense, of being out the night of the brightest full moon of the year 2014. I think I can even pick up the Moon River on the water. Yeah, there's the Moon River. It doesn't look wider than a mile, though. This, ladies and gentlemen, is
This is Dana.
coiling line 101.
This is Dana working on her macrame.
And look at the length of that line. It's almost like as tall as her. Yeah, wow. This is pretty good. But we are in a beautiful place here. I should show the beautiful place just to let everybody know where we are. There's Dag contemplating his future there. We lucked out last night. We had a very peaceful night. The Kraken never showed up. Well, good morning. We're leaving the island now. You can see behind me the island. And we had a nice night out here. It's very peaceful. The loudest thing out here is my voice. Anyway, we're heading off to go around Tiburon and Sausalito and hopefully the city front if it's not too foggy. Well, we take one last look around, especially at the boats that were accompanying us last night. They were our neighbors for one night. Never did find out the names of the people on this boat, but they sure have a beautiful boat. In the background, you can see the workboat approaching the island. It is a working day for some people. There's the boat that came in, and during the later part of the evening, I didn't even see it come in. But they came in and went to sleep right away, I think. Must have been a hard day of sailing. Well, we're still pulling out here. Island's right here. And over here, there's Tiburon. I did a little freeze frame here on Tiburon. This is a place where there's a lot of famous people live there. As a matter of fact, I used to live there, so I guess that's a cool analogy. Anyway, this is where Robin Williams lived. He lived up higher up on the hill. I lived down there amongst those houses on the lower part of the just by the sea. But sorry for the shaky camera. I don't know. We're not bouncing around that much. I think I'm just getting old and I can't hold the camera still. You're looking at Mount Tamalpais right now. And there's this place here is called Belvedere. There's the ferry coming across from San Francisco, landing at the Tiburon docks. Pick up some people, take them to work in San Francisco. It is a working day. Over in the distance is Sausalito.
Yeah.
Nice houses.
I want this one at the end. That's just part of the house up above.
Yeah, that might be just part of the house up above.
It is, so I want both.
This is a nice view of Sausalito in the morning. Of course, Sausalito actually goes down here, just beyond the bald spot on Dag's head, Sausalito. And there's the Golden Gate Bridge. Right there, sticking up. And that's Sausalito again. And then there's the Mount Tamalpais, the Sleeping Lady. Well, with Sleeping Lady in the background, we enter the Sausalito Channel. We're heading for the fuel dock in hopes of getting some coffee. We didn't have any coffee on the boat, so we got to get our morning coffee. See the Sleeping Lady in the background there. Whoa, yeah. Squawky bird. Here's the Taj Mahal of Sausalito. And with a little luck, we'll see ourselves here in a minute. Yeah, there we are in the window. More of Sausalito. This is the area I used to live in right over there. Right there. Had this view of these boats all day long. And never went on one for at least a year after I was here. And more boats out here. People out getting their exercise this morning. Oh, that's a Noah boat over there. That's why it looks so weird. Noah and his ark. We have boaters, and then we have the coach. There's the coach out there telling these guys how to row. There's a research vessel.
You ever sat on one of those?
No. Coming
up on some pretty big boats here. Now this is a boat that I could learn to love. Probably $15 to $20 million for that. What the heck? Let's have a couple. Not too shabby. And just when you think you've seen a nice big private boat, then another one comes into view. And you can see the life of a person who makes his living on the boat. He gets out every morning and wipes down the dew, and all we can see is his head right now. This is a private boat. I guess you'd call it a private yacht. And not too shabby. Pretty nice. This is what they call the bay hydraulic model. This is where they have an actual model of the San Francisco Bay so they can study the tides and the currents. And right behind that, you can't see it, but right behind that is the recording studio that recorded all the Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship records. Van Morrison and all the people from this area here. That's where I saw Grace Slick and her wonderful blue eyes. These trees over here are indicative of how Sausalito got its name. Sausalito is Spanish for little willow thicket, and along here they had these willow trees, and that captain, I think it was Juan Ayala, named Sausalito Sausalito. Spelled a little different than they spell it right now, but same thing. Another marina here. This is a fuel dock. This is where you get fuel up your boat. We're not getting fuel this morning, we're getting coffee. Dag and Dana going in search of the coffee. It's nice and quiet in here today. You can see the reflection of the palm tree in the water. And there's the palm tree in reality. And with the mountain behind it there, that's Mount Tamalpais, the sleeping lady. This is what pumps out your holding tanks for your lavatories, for your bathrooms. And here's where we are, right here. Here comes the coffee. There we go, these guys are fueling up. There's a lot of boats in here. The cat is gone. Oh man, no.
I shouldn't say I hate cat people, but I hate the
cats.
cat.
Hey, look at this. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe, and then she turned it into a boat. Maybe that's where this guy lives. No, that's Dutch. I don't know what it means in Dutch. But this is Serenity here. Look at that. Now see, Dana, if I was going to have a boat, it would be that. I think I prefer the other one that's coming up here. The next one is more my size. And I'll tell you, you don't feel like you're on a boat. You feel like you're in an apartment with something like that. And they sail a lot faster. You can get 12 to 15 knots on one of these. It's not a real boat-looking boat. It's not like sleek. Like you look at this boat and this is sleek here, even if it has plywood on there. Got a James Bond boat?
Yeah.
We're back at that big, beautiful yacht again, and we're just retracing our steps coming back out the channel. We're going to be heading for San Francisco, but before we do, we'll have another look at the lifestyles of the rich and famous here.
National Marine Sanctuaries. This is where the whales and dolphins come for their holidays. Noah. It's Noah's Ark. Well, this is Dag explaining to us his Twilight Zone episode.
Didn't happen.
Where was it? We can't find where he went aground. It doesn't exist.
It does not exist. There were boats over here, This looks similar.
It does look similar.
But what is that building?
The big building? The bigger of the two buildings. Okay, that is
the gray building right there.
That's called the Sausalito Cruising Club.
Okay, no, then there was a restaurant where we were.
Oh, no, you
and
weren't here.
there was a ramp.
Hi, we're in Sausalito now, and this is where I used to live, right up over in that group of houses over there. And it's nice, it's kind of a great homecoming for me. It's very calm this morning. It was cold this morning when we got up, but it's warmed up, the sun is shining. And we're now heading out to San Francisco, and we'll be going underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, or right by it, so when I come back, I'll probably be right by the bridge. See you then. Whoa. The natives are restless. Lots of boats in there. Shut up. Cállate.
Well, here's a freeze frame of one of the restaurants that stick out over the bay. A beautiful place to eat, as you might imagine, and you have a great view of San Francisco across the bay, especially at night. Well, day or night, it's a beautiful view. We're coming up on downtown Sausalito, and it is the area that's visited by several million tourists a year. Come to this beautiful little seaside town that's right across from San Francisco. There's ferry service over here, so hey, you can come over on the boat and enjoy the day in Sausalito. See the Golden Gate Bridge in the background there, the little freeze frame on the top of the bridge there. But you can see the end of Sausalito too. Once again, the Golden Gate Bridge, the top of the Golden Gate Bridge over the land. And of course, the southern part of Sausalito, or as we say in Costa Rica, Sausalito Sur. Or was that sewer?
No, that's the green building over there.
Yeah.
That's the Sausalito sewer.
Well, all jokes about the Sausalito waste disposal plant aside, Sausalito is a beautiful place. I actually lived in that apartment complex for 3 months. There you're looking at the downtown area there. There's a freeze frame of the Sausalito downtown area, visited every year by millions of tourists. There's ferry boat service here both on the weekdays and the weekends, and literally millions of people come here to look at this beautiful place and enjoy.
After Sausalito, we sailed over to San Francisco, in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. You're looking out at the ocean there. And a beautiful day, as you might imagine. There's a few boats out on the bay, and almost a cloudless sky. And, of course, up close and personal to the bridge, I've actually been to the very top of that bridge, along with my friend Rick Kiefer, who owns the boat. Another sailboat going by. You can tell that sailboats lean over or heel over when they sail. And there's the San Francisco waterfront. It's beautiful. San Francisco is a beautiful city, especially from out here. That's actually a very beautiful city, very clean, looking very white. They call it Baghdad by the bay. I have no idea why. But we're panning toward downtown San Francisco. And there, of course, is the famous island Alcatraz, the prison for many years. I actually spent the night there one night. It was quite an interesting experience. Very cold, but being on that island is quite a unique experience. I can't imagine what it would be like to be a prisoner. I only had to stay for one night. There's the downtown area with the famous Transamerica Pyramid. And once again, San Francisco is a very clean-looking city. You're looking at the waterfront area there. And then we came up on this beautiful, huge cruise ship. I mean, I couldn't believe how big it is. It's bigger than the buildings in San Francisco. But it was quite a sight. We sailed close. I took some still pictures of it because by then my camera was running out of juice and I couldn't make any more movies. Well, as we pass this giant of the waterways carrying petroleum, we will say goodbye and thank you for watching. We'll be back again, so stay tuned. So long.
That's all, folks.